our needs. We thought that nahi aur zyada milna chahiye. फिर when we moved to our first job, when we searched for our job, when say suppose if I had a first job and I was earning 15,000 rupees, so at that time I felt that 15,000 become hai. And gradually, if my salary is increasing, I always feel that my income is not that much how much I wanted. This is because with the rise in income, we also tend to increase our expenses. जब हम 200 रुपए हमारे पास होते थे, तो we plan it out things like we have 200 rupees. हमारी budgeting would be like 200 rupees. जब वो 2000 हुए, तो हमारे expenses भी 2000 की तरह हो गए. जब वो 2000 से 20,000 हुए, तो our expenses increased to 20,000 rupees as well. So this is the problem that all of us face. कि हम with the rise in income, we also tend to rise in our expenses. That is not the case. That is not the right way to do your personal finance. So the first and foremost important thing to start your personal finance is to know how you have to earn and how you have to save from that. Okay, so the most important thing is to make the rational difference between what income means and what expense mean, and how to manage both the things. Okay, so this is the incomplete truth of personal finance, that with the rise in income, we always tend to rise our expenses. And if we see, this is the data which I've got from one of our product, that is Recipe by Finology. I'll explain what Recipe is in the next part. But as of now, the data which you can see is collected from our product, which is Recipe. So you can see that this portal has been used by almost 1 lakh people, and we have calculated the data, and we have come to the point that average monthly salary of each person, average monthly, is 53,000 ke aaspas, and out of which only 34% is being saved, only 34%, and rest 66% are the expenses of those people. So this is the huge difference. If you want to create wealth for your future, you have to save first. But here is not the case. What we are seeing here, 15% आपकी EMI में चले जाते हैं, 15% नॉन एसेंशियल थिंग्स में चले जाते हैं, 36% हमारे और भी बाकी चीजों में चली जाती है, और सिर्फ बचता है हमारे पास 34% सेविंग, which is not enough to create wealth. So we have to change this, right? The first step of personal finance is to have a proper saving so that we can invest from that saving. So what should be the actual thing? अगर expenses पहले calculate करना गलत है, तो what is the right thing? So the right thing is, इनकम से हमें पहले अपनी सेविंग्स को अलग कर लेना चाहिए. रादर देन प्लानिंग एक्सपेंसेस फर्स्ट, प्लान योर सेविंग्स फर्स्ट. कि इफ यू आर हैविंग एन इनकम ऑफ 10,000, सपोज 10,000 रुपीज मंथली योर इनकम, सो यू हैव टू प्लान कि नहीं, I have to save 5,000 rupees out of it, and rest 5,000 rupees I'll manage in my expenses. So this is the right scenario. As you can see, income minus expenses not the right way. Income minus savings equals to expenses is the right way. So this is the right way to start your personal finance journey. Okay. And after that, as we all can relate with this, whenever we get salary, whenever we get pocket money from our parents at the first date of the month, we will be like Paresh Rawal ki yes, पैसा ही पैसा है हमारे पास. But by the end of the month, we tend to have कि हमारे पास कोई पैसे ही नहीं है. We are left with no money. Why? This is why, because Indian people are living paycheck to paycheck every month. एक तारीख से एक तारीख का एक लूप बन चुका है, और उसी लूप में हम जी रहे हैं कि वी आर होपिंग कि एक तारीख को पैसे आएंगे, फिर से हम उसके खर्चे कर देंगे, देन फिर एक तारीख को पैसे आएंगे, फिर हम खर्च कर देंगे. सो दिस इज द लूप वी आर क्रिएटिंग, बट वी आर नॉट फोकसिंग ऑन हाउ वी कैन सेव आवर मनी. सो saving money is the most important and prioritizing thing in your personal finance. So this is the data which again we have got from Recipe. जो problem I have said कि people are living from paycheck to paycheck, because due to which we can see that 34% of Indians says their salary doesn't even exist for 15 days. अगर एक तारीख को उनके अकाउंट में सैलरी आ रही है, तो they are not able to sustain that salary for even 15 days. That is like very shocking data. And apart from that, 1 out of 5 individuals spend more than usual on the payday itself. Like this is something which we call when we like do research for stock market investing, there is one thing called do something bias, जिसमें like if stock market is going up and down fluctuating, so there is some biasness from our end कि अरे यार इतना fluctuate हो रहा है, we have to do something, कोई ना कोई शेयर तो खरीदना है, चाहे 10 रुपए का हो चाहे 15 रुपए का हो. This is something like do something bias. तो पे डे के दिन भी लोगों के साथ यही होता है. Whenever you get your salary or your pocket money on the first date of your month, there is some eagerness कि नहीं आज तो खर्च करके ही रहेंगे, आज तो हम शॉपिंग करके ही रहेंगे, आज तो विश लिस्ट से कोई ना कोई ड्रेस ऑर्डर करके ही रहेंगे. So this is the mentality of Indian people, due to which they are not able to sustain their salary for more than 30 days. So this is something which needs to be addressed by everyone. And how can we address that? What is the solution for it? अब आप बोल रहे होंगे कि I have shown you the problem कि okay, this is the problem, but what is the solution for this? So I'll just tell you the solution for this. The most proper solution for this is budgeting, which our mothers do at our home. जब हम घर पे होते हैं तो our family, our mother used to do only these things only, so that we can afford each and everything in a proper manner. So for example, if someone has a salary of 10,000 rupees or monthly 10,000 rupees is their income, so we need to have a proper budgeting to do a proper financial planning. So we need to allocate certain funds for certain things. So for example, if a person is earning 10,000 rupees a month, he have to manage his living in that 10,000 rupees only, right? So there is a budgeting allocated. There is a 50-30-20 rule, which says that 50% of your income you should spend on your needs. Needs basically means your roti, kapda, makan, which we call it, and 30% on your wants. Like for example, if you talk about me, I have to go one movie every month, that is for fixed. So I'll just spend the ticket of that movie from that 30% of amount. Or if I say that I have to go on dinner every month for one day at least, so I'll just arrange that money from this 30% amount. So this is how you should manage your money. If you're earning member, then you should be responsible enough to save money, to invest money, and to spend money on the necessary things. And once you are able to imagine that 50% you should be doing it on your needs, 30% on your wants, and the most important thing, 20% should be saved, so that in any case of any future, you can invest, you can save for your future, you can create wealth for your future. And with the increase in your salary, you should also increase this percentage of saving. Okay, so this is the most important thing which everyone should follow. If no matter how much salary you earn, no matter how much pocket money you have, if you are a student, you all are college student, so I know that a pocket money can be 5,000, 10,000 rupees, but out of that also you should save some of the amount and invest that amount, right? So by this strategy you can save more amount from now onwards. And so we knew, okay, we have to do budgeting to save more, to spend in a more proper way. But then why people are not financially independent in India? What is stopping people from being financially independent? So as you all are college students, so there are some of the points which I can relate with, which I have experienced in my life. So I'll just share those points with you. So there are 2 to 3 factors which I can consider because of which a person can never be a financially independent person. So that is debt trap, inadequate insurance, inadequate emergency fund. So I will just talk about one by one. So debt trap is something which I fall off. Like जब मैं अपने कॉलेज से फर्स्ट जॉब में एंटर करी थी, तब मैं इस डेट ट्रैप में फंसी थी. जब मैं लोगों को देखती हूँ, even before working at Finology, I used to work with a bank. So there I understood the importance of insurance, how important insurance is to your family and yourself. And emergency fund, this is the most important thing. And the importance of emergency fund, I have just realized during the COVID pandemic situation. I'll just explain this in my coming PPT. So debt trap is something which shows the data that 1 out of 4 Indians owe more than 5 times of what they own. राइट. सो अगर कोई पर्सन 1 रुपए कमा रहा है तो 5 रुपए तो वो ओन करता है उसमें से. सो दैट दिस इज समथिंग कि बहुत सारे लोग डेट को इतना सीरियसली नहीं लेते हैं. एंड स्पेशली जो यंगस्टर्स होते हैं, जो 20-25 के बीच में होते हैं, व्हेन दे कंप्लीट देयर ग्रेजुएशन एंड मूव टुवर्ड्स द जॉब, दे टेंड टू फॉल फॉर सम थिंग्स लाइक लग्जूरियस लाइफ. उन्हें लग्जूरियस लाइफ जीनी है, उन्हें शो ऑफ करना होता है, एंड दिस इज नॉर्मल फॉर एवरीवन. लाइक आई ऑल्सो डिड this in my time. So this is something we should be aware of. I'm not saying that you should not enjoy your life, or you should not go for movies, you should not go for restaurants, but you should go, but you should plan properly for that. So that you should not fall in that one category which who has debt. So if you have debt, like we have discussed earlier, कि अगर if you have 10,000 rupees monthly salary, how can you manage it to have a proper financial planning? But if some person falls for a debt trap, like for example, I fall for a debt trap. I'll just share my experience with you. When I was in my first job, which I did in a bank, तो वहाँ पे I used to get a lot of things like बहुत सारे फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट्स, इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट, क्रेडिट कार्ड, डीमैट अकाउंट, ट्रेडिंग एंड एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. And there I fall for credit card trap. So credit card is something which everyone should be aware of before using it. The terms and conditions should be very clear before using it, because if I share my experience, I just applied for a credit card and I got my credit card. The limit was around 15-20,000 at that time, and I used it. I relentlessly used it. Whenever I was doing any shopping, I swiped from credit card. If I was eating a pizza, I swiped from credit card. So this is something, this became my habit to spend a lot from my credit card. But that should not be done, because there is a loop in a credit card that you, at a certain point of time, you have to pay your bills. And if you miss that bills, you will be charged 34% interest rate on that amount, which is very, very, very huge. So before using credit card, you should be aware about the terms and conditions of using it. And because I was not aware of it, I fall for that debt trap. And if someone from you, if someone from your family or someone from your friends fall for this, then you should tell them this method to get rid of their debts. So as we have earlier discussed the 50-30-20 rule, now we'll be discussing 35-45-20 rule, which is properly analyzed for people who have high debt. So in this scenario, in previous scenario, we used to spend 50% on our needs, but here we'll be spending 35% on our essential expenses. And essential expenses includes foods and living expenses, healthcare, groceries, education, etc. And the rest 45% we'll settle debt with that. And debt can be of any type. And for example, credit card loan, other debts, or car loan, education loan, or anything. And the rest 20% is still saved. So now you can see that no matter what, no matter in how much debt you are, no matter how much you earn, you have to save 20% of your income every month, because that would create wealth for your future. So apart from this, as we have discussed the debt trap, we have discussed inadequate life insurance thing. So we'll discuss this now. तो इंश्योरेंस सुनते ही स्ट्रेस तो अलग होता है, माइग्रेन अलग होता है, हाइपरटेंशन अलग होता है, इंश्योरेंस अलग चीज होती है. आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस टर्मिनोलॉजी, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस इमोशन बिटवीन ऑल ऑफ यू, बिकॉज मार्केट में देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ नेगेटिव सेंटिमेंट अराउंड इंश्योरेंस. बिकॉज आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट एवरी इंश्योरेंस एजेंट इज रॉन्ग बाय सेलिंग देयर प्रोडक्ट्स, बट सम ऑफ द इंश्योरेंस एजेंट पोर्ट्रे इट एज इफ दे आर अर्निंग कमीशन फ्रॉम इट, राइट? बिकॉज इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट ऐसा है कि जिससे लोगों को बेनिफिट होना चाहिए. बट एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम जो फाइनेंशियल मार्केट में जो सिचुएशन है, उसे देख के किसी भी यही लगता है कि जब इंश्योरेंस एजेंट आपके घर आता है इंश्योरेंस बेचने के लिए, तो उसका मोटिव आपको बेनिफिट देने का नहीं होता है, उसका मोटिव होता है कि उसे कितना कमीशन मिलेगा उससे. सो दिस क्रिएटेड अ लॉट ऑफ नेगेटिव पर्सपेक्टिव अराउंड इंश्योरेंस, व्हिच इज नॉट राइट. बट इन दिस सेशन आई जस्ट मेक यू अवेयर अबाउट व्हाट एक्चुअली इंश्योरेंस इज. तो इसके बाद अगर आपके घर में कोई इंश्योरेंस एजेंट इंश्योरेंस बेचने आए आपके पापा या मम्मी को, तो यू कैन से कि नहीं, ये इंश्योरेंस सही नहीं है, ये इंश्योरेंस सही है. सो we'll just have a session on insurance. So basically, there are various types of insurance in insurance industry. There are endowment plan, ULIP plans, money back plans, life insurance plans, and whatnot. But Whenever you go to buy an insurance policy, you should never forget the meaning of term insurance. What actually insurance mean? हमने इतना ही पढ़ा, हमने इंश्योरेंस के बारे में हमेशा यही पढ़ा है कि इंश्योरेंस इज समथिंग विच reimburse for your losses in case of any accident, in case of theft, in case of any death. So this is the meaning of this term. We should never mix insurance with any kind of investments. So अगर आपके घर में कोई भी आता है LIC एजेंट या हो कोई भी एजेंट हो, और अगर वो आपके मदर या फादर या आपके सिस्टर या आपके कोई भी क्लोज रिलेटिव को ये बोलता है कि you will get insurance with investment, so this is not the right way to opt for insurance. Only right way of opting an insurance is for life insurance, that is pure term plan. So I'll just explain what term insurance means. So I'll just take my example. So say for example, I am the only single earning person of my family, and my family is dependent upon me for their financial needs. Okay, so in this case, if I am not there tomorrow, who will manage the who will manage the finance of my family? So this is why insurance is there. So in case if any mishappening happens with me, the term insurance which I have opted for will be benefited to my nominee, that is my family. If say suppose I have opted for 1 crore term insurance plan and I'm paying premium yearly, and sorry, and if there is something mishappening happened to me and I'm not there, so that 1 crore rupees will go to my nominee. My nominee will have that amount, and then they will be able to run their life normally, right? So this is the sorry. So this is the importance of term insurance. I'll just take a break.
For the time being, if anyone has a question, they can keep putting it in the chat box, guys. I hope you all are enjoying the session. I mean, Kirti ma'am is really doing a great one. I'm enjoying a lot. If there are people from other colleges, they can write yes in the chat box. If we are having someone except from an IT Surat, it would help us know what our reach is. Yeah, okay, Abhilasha. Okay. A triple IT Surat, okay.
For the entire time Kirti ma'am is presenting, you can just put up your questions in the chat box. We will address to them at the end along with our questions. Is it fine?
Yeah, hi. I'm just having a sore throat. Sorry.
It's fine, ma'am. We can.
Yeah. So I'll just reshare my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Were there any questions?
Yeah, you can continue with the PPT. We'll address them at the last if it's comfortable.
Sure. Sorry if this happens again.
No, I understand. It's very.
So is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so I was telling the importance of term insurance. So basically, term insurance is something which will help your family when you are not there, right? So there are certain parameters which we should consider before buying term insurance, which is very important, because buying term insurance is something you're providing financial help to your family, not you. Because if something happens to me, I'll not be able to enjoy that amount which the life cover is. That would be going to my family. So I'll make sure that the term insurance which I'm purchasing is equivalent to is like fulfilling my all goals, is fulfilling my family's goal, right? So there are certain parameters which we should always consider before buying term insurance. So if you all graduate tomorrow and you go to a job, so you should consider these steps. You can take a screenshot of this because this is very important. This will help you in your future. So the first important thing while opting for any term insurance is buy an insurance policy at a very young age. And जैसे मैंने जब I opted out of college and I got my first job. The moment I got a job and I knew ki okay, I have to do this. My salary is secured, my salary is good. I just opted for term insurance. Why so? Because opting term insurance at an earlier age will help you to get lesser premium. Because as a young age, the threat to your life is less, like you will not like there is more time for you. Mortality rate, actually insurance companies make mortality rate hoti hai, which defines the risk of the life, right? So at a young age the risk of life is very less, so the premium will be very less. So buy life insurance as early as you can. The second important point is avoid buying life insurance as an investment option, which I told you when I was explaining the insurance part. Ki insurance or investment, both are different things. Both fulfills the different purposes, right? So insurance is something which will